Well, hi, this is Ken with Village Green, giving you your latest landscape spotlight. I'm here in West Plano, over at Brandon and Lindsay's place, and I wanted to show you our latest landscape work. So when I met with Brandon and Lindsay, they had some very specific ideas on what they wanted with their landscape. The landscape had suffered some pretty severe damage from the freezes that we had had earlier in the year. But even those plants that they did lose, most of those were pretty overgrown and would have needed to be taken out anyway. And so we took advantage of the opportunity to use lower plants and plants that were going to be a little easier to maintain. This was also their opportunity to redo their border. And they had sent us a photo of what they had in mind for how that border should look. And you can see that Andres, our stonemason, just did a fabulous job at redoing this border. See, it goes all the way around, complete with a nice top cap. Plant-wise, what we wanted was to have plants that were easier to maintain, and that means that we didn't want them to get too tall, and we also wanted them to be some that you really don't have to trim on a lot. But particularly in front of these windows, we used a plant back there. That green plant is called a Carissa holly. In front of that, we have kaleidoscope abelia. All of those, really, you don't need to trim very much on at all. You can just pick prune those with a pair of hand pruners once or twice a year. In the front, the plant that has the soft pink blooms, early in the spring, those are going to bloom a lot. It'll just be a full mound of the soft pink blooms, but also, even when it's not blooming, it has this nice silvery gray or silvery green mound that's evergreen, so it's a very nice look. Behind that, we have giant liriope that's going to get a couple of feet tall. And then framing the house, what we have these are obsession nandinas. They're going to get about 3, maybe 4 feet tall, and these are going to frame the entrance. You'll see some river rock along next to the sidewalk. We don't like to use a border there because it can be a tripping hazard, but sometimes we'll use this river rock, particularly if it's a little bit mounded, like you see here, to reduce the amount of runoff mulch. And then these palms are sago palms. These are pretty freeze sensitive, so we wound up having to replace them, but Brandon and Lindsay really like them, so we did put those back in. And then we installed river rock underneath the tree with a product called Bend-A-Board. That's the border around it. And then the purple plant is a plant called purple heuchera, also called coral bell. That'll get some nice blooms on it in the springtime. And then the giant liriope and the kaleidoscope abelia. So that is the landscape here for Brandon and Lindsay. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also subscribe to our quick tip emails. Also, send them on to your friends and family. Ken with Village Green, your neighborhood lawn and landscape health experts. If you need help with a new landscape or with fertilization and weed control or sprinkler repair, please give us a call.